Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an anti-haul. This is the first time I'm doing it, but I do go through the Sephora and Ulta, but this is going to be just aimed towards Sephora. New arrivals a lot, because I like to see what's new, because there's a lot of stuff constantly always new. So these are just a few things that I looked at, that I picked out, that I don't want to buy. I don't want to spend my money on, so let's get right into it. The Benefit Cosmetics, the Cheek Leaders Cheek Palette. The one thing I will say about this is that it's fantastic that they have two different like color swatches or shades of this palette, because before, when they've released these limited edition cheek palettes, I'm talking way too fast. They're usually just one shade, just like a bunch of stuff thrown in there. So they do have two shades. I do own one of their cheek palettes right now. This was their most recent one before this one. This was their blush bar palette. And it's basically this. I mostly just use Dandelion. The other shades I have not touched because they look way too pretty to touch. But I do like this. It is $60, so it's definitely a higher price tag. But if you think about it, their individual stuff, like their individual boxes, are $30 each. So you are paying, for the price tag, you're literally paying for two, and you get 5 and a little brush and a mirror. So I think it's a good deal if you haven't tried Benefit's formula. It's really good, but I have tried it and I do own one of these, so therefore I will not be buying it. I didn't think I needed that long of a explanation, but there you go. The next thing is the Bloom Blush and Glow palette from Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona is very, very, very expensive. Yeah. It just looks way too dark for my skin tone. Not something I want to try. It's $55. I probably have already said that. That's expensive. For something that I probably won't use. So, yeah. Beauty Blender Queen. This is a $20 beauty blender that is the regular pink beauty blender that you're basically paying for the little limited edition case it comes in. I have never tried the beauty blender, although I do want to. It is $20. I do not rewash my sponges. I use one for about 3 to 4 months. I throw it away and I get a new one. Just so the fact that it's really hard for me. For some reason, I can't clean beauty blenders. I have tried to, or makeup sponges, I should say, because beauty blender is trademarked. I have tried to, and I'm really bad at it. So, yeah, maybe I'll try it one day, but for right now, I cannot fathom spending $20 on a makeup sponge. Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera eyeshadow palette. I don't like the colors. I think it's really cool that Anastasia is finally releasing like a very colorful palette, because it's nothing they've done before. But when I see the packaging and the name Riviera, I don't think colors. I don't know why. I just don't. There's like maybe 3 wearable shades to me in this for an everyday basis, but I do not wear colors on a daily basis. I love color eyeshadows, but to me, you can get colored eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore for way, way cheaper than $45. Next one is the Naked Reloaded eyeshadow palette. I look at eyeshadow palettes a lot, if you can't tell. This looks very, very similar to the Anastasia Sultry palette, which I did really like. I had thought about buying, but I never ended up, because I had the same colors in different palettes. Same with this. I think it's really weird that they discontinued their Naked One to come out with this. They could have kept both, in my opinion, because like the Naked original is such a cult, and that's like one thing like people would buy. Like a Naked palette was my first high-end eyeshadow palette that I've ever bought. It was the Naked 3, not the first one, but still, like but I think this is a really good shoe-in for if they're trying to be like, oh, this is the new Naked One palette, rather than like having both. It's a really nice palette. The Let's Gold Eye palette from Makeup Forever. These colors are completely what I would wear. That's not why that's not why I'm not gonna buy this. I don't like the fact that it only has one row up at the top of matte eyeshadows. I like my palettes to have more mattes than glitter or shimmer eyeshadows. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I only really use one shimmery eyeshadow at a time. I don't like to use a lot of shimmers on my eyes. I use one, maybe one in the inner corner, one on the brow bone, but they're usually the same ones I use on my lid, if not lighter, if I use a darker shade. But, yeah, and for $45, there's a lot of prices around the $45 mark, I'm noticing. This one's $45, that one's $44, and that one's $45. It's not something I would be buying. Next one is the loose highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Probably not gonna be getting this, just for the sole fact is I am a very messy person. Like, I literally just spilled hot chocolate all over the bedside table this morning before I filmed this video. I am very messy. So the fact is that I would probably get glitter and highlighter everywhere. That's why pressed things are my best friend. I do use loose, loose face powders, but that's a little bit more forgiving than a thing full of glitter, you know? So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna really touch on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.